What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. Today I'm going to be trying out a different critter cannon strategy than yesterday. I brought all critter cannons. It didn't work out so well, so now we're going to try it with Heavy Hooka Rainmaker. And then for our hero, we are bringing Dr. Kavan Ice Shield, as I feel it'll be a good fit, and I do want a little bit of healing in this strategy, so yeah, that's my thought process so far. And bases I'm looking to attack, this one, I mean, I don't think it'll be that bad, but one thing I'm looking for is kind of a deep base so that the critter cannons have a chance to spread out their critters before, you know, like some defenses start attacking my heavies and Zookas and such. But I don't think it'll be too big of an issue, this base, especially since I'll have energy to shock. And honestly, I don't think I needed to bring Ice Shield because of the Crystal Shield Protector as the temporary gunboat ability. But since a shock did get placed, we are going to pop our first Ice Shield, and then we're going to kind of see how it goes from here. Hopefully getting a decent amount of critters spawned. I know they that's high impact when it comes to single target buildings like boom cannons and such. The goal is to get the boom cannons to fire onto the critters instead of the heavies. That's pretty obvious, but yeah, so far it's going pretty good. We're getting through the majority of this base. A lot of the defenses were at the front, so it's gonna ease up here a little bit. And now my ice shield is pretty expensive, so as we're walking over these mines and such, we're gonna start throwing our crystal shield protector because we can. And I'm gonna throw a couple boxes of critters too, because we have like 100 energy, and let's kind of see what else does need to be taken out. We're going to throw a double barrage onto that boom cannon. Should be able to take it out. Then we'll start spamming artillery onto the shield generator. So we don't really have to worry about that when the time comes. But I just popped Ice Shield like it was a battle order, and my Zookas just got protected more. And I don't know. I really thought I had battle orders for a second. So I was expecting my Zookas to be enraged. But that's only because on the warship, I always bring Brick right now because she's my only hero, so usually I'm using battle orders, so got to get that out of my head. And we're going to move on to the next attack. That first base, you know, that went pretty well. I'd say the strategy so far, I'll give it a thumbs up. I mean, we'll get a better sample size of the attacks. This one isn't an ice base, which I'm fine with, but we're going to throw our heavies in the front, make sure they're okay, and then we'll start throwing the rest of our troops down. Make sure we got some tanks in the front. Well, not actual tanks, but just some tanky troops, and then we'll start throwing some barrages, artilleries around the base, taking out some of these buildings, and another one, and we're going to pop it into Ice Shield. And it looks like this base will be almost over here in a couple seconds. Due to his lack of ice statues, we were able to just shred through it. Our 3 boats of Zooka's doing a great job. I'd say our heavies are doing a great job tanking too. Even though we're losing a few, we do have a lot left. And then last but not least, we got our critter cannons throwing out the critters. I don't know how much of an impact they're really having because Heavy Zooka is strong as is, but also I'm not always comfortable with Heavy Zooka, so I feel pretty comfortable right now. So I would say it's a pretty good strategy so far against certain bases, I guess. Like I said, we'll see more as the day goes on, but I have a good feeling this is a good strategy. It's like synergized together. I attacked this base yesterday with my Rainmakers. I don't think I want to attack it again. That microwaver, it was just something else. And speaking of which, this guy is a huge ice fanatic. I think I'm gonna wait. If I don't have to attack him, I'm fine with that. But yeah, we're just gonna find a new base here. I'm more comfortable attacking this one, especially since he has his prototypes kind of just clumped up there. We're gonna throw box critters on the landing, try, and then we'll kind of see. We're gonna fish out some of the defenses to shock, and then we should be good. We got a huge cluster of the base already shocked, and now our critters are starting to spawn. Even though they're not staying on the screen that long, I think they are having a huge impact on these attacks. And now we're going to throw a barrage artillery onto that shock launcher. We'll throw a barrage artillery onto the boom cannon. Then we're going to pop an Ice Shield. Make sure our Zookas are healthy while our heavies kind of do roam under the rocket launcher, just because we don't want our Zookas dying to some rockets. But this attack's going pretty well. I'd say we are definitely going to win. He got the ice statues, not boosted, a lot easier than the last base we just scouted out. But You know, it's like clockwork, this strategy so far. It's like the same result every time. Low amount of heavies, a lot of Zookas taking out the HQ, and critter cannons just chilling in the back. They're kind of like a last resort too. If we take out like this part of the base, that much of it, and all of our troops die, we still have critter cannons. They might not do a lot of damage, but I have faith that they could clean up at least a little bit of the attack. So I'm giving this strategy a thumbs up. We're doing pretty well right now. I have not scouted this guy yet, and I kind of want to attack him. So we're going to throw box critters on the landing. We're going to throw our troops down, get them all gathered up. Ooh, that laser beam kind of hurt, not going to lie. I'm very disappointed. I didn't even shock it. Oh, shoot, we're going to have to pop ice shield. We got to get everything up right now. We're wasting a lot of energy, or I should say we're using a lot of energy right now, because it is kind of saving our troops so far. We've lost a couple Zookas, not too many, so I'm not that worried right now. I threw a barrage, 2 artillery onto that shock launcher, and it looks like we're getting a good chunk of this base taken out. We'll throw one more shock. That might be the last shock I do throw this attack, just because it's 32 energy. And I think we'll be able to take it out here in a couple seconds, especially that laser beam. It's kind of scaring me, but we did take it out. We're going to throw a crystal shield protector. Yesterday I kind of said I'm not a fan of the crystal shield protector. It is a temporary gunboat ability, but I'd prefer others, I guess. But I'd say today it's coming in handy, kind of protecting my Zookas a little bit from those mortar shots, from those rocket launchers. As we speak, our troops do finish off this base with no heavies remaining. That is what I call heavy Zooka in style, when the Zookas are just... when the Zookas are still alive at the end, but the heavies are not, because that's the point of the strategy. But we'll just keep working our way around the archipelago, hopefully getting a decent amount of medals. I'm currently upgrading something, so I don't have to worry about loot, but that would be nice if I also got loot for after the upgrade, because it's not a big upgrade, so it should finish up within the 24-hour period. I think, probably like a 12-hour upgrade or so. So half that time, and it looks like barrages do a ton of damage to this base. I assume he ain't got any ice. I guess he does have a defensive damage, which, I mean, if I'm shocking, how are his defenses supposed to be hitting my troops there? So throwing a couple more barrages onto the base. That should just kind of clean up what's left, and then we got a good amount of heavies, so we're going to throw a crystal shield protector, kind of get them spread out a bit, and then we'll throw a shield protector onto the HQ instead of a flare, because, you know, that's a strategy. Just kidding. I just misclicked. We got all of our troops on there. Our Zookas will finish it off. Boom. A little bit of credit to the heavies, because a lot of them are alive, so they did a little bit of damage, but all the damage props goes to the Zookas, so... Good job, Zookas. We took out a level 61. Let's move on to the next base. Let's keep this up. No losses so far, and I'm trying to keep it that way, even if that means attacking easier bases, which if I am confident there's a chance I can take it out, I definitely will attack it. But some bases, you know, just scare me. I don't have good vibes going into it, and that's never a good thing, because you want to be confident. You want to show your troops that you don't doubt them. Otherwise, it's a morale problem. Even though, you know, it's a game, it has nothing to do with it. You know, it's just kind of getting in that mindset of the attacks. But it looks like we're having a pretty good start. He got the laser beam and shock blasters. We got to make sure to keep those shocked. And I shocked that other shock blaster. I saw it overlap, but it didn't. I guess I missed it. I don't know. An animation bug, we'll call it that. And it looks like we're losing a lot of our heavies. Actually, where are our heavies? We have a good amount still alive, but they're starting to diminish, which I'm fine with, because there's not much of this base left, and I think I can keep my Zookas alive long enough, especially if we take out this rocket launcher right here. We'll throw 2-3 artillery onto it, kind of speed, take it out, and then we're going to throw a crystal shield protector, as none of our heavies are left, and we're starting to lose a couple Zookas. But like I said, we are still going to be able to take this out. Got a couple Zookas working on that boom cannon over here. How come they're shocked? Why were they shocked? Did I accidentally shock them? Did I shock them on accident? Did I accidentally shock them on accident? What am I saying? Just kidding. Alright, so we're throwing 3 artillery onto that HQ as we, you know, kind of take out a lot of these buildings. Just look. Oh, we got a clump of Zookas attacking the HQ. That should do it. We'll throw a flare, get everyone over there, get in the ending screen, fellas, and screenshot, snapshot. Good job, troops. We took out this level 66, you know, had some ice, had a couple prototypes. That was probably the most difficult base I've run into so far, that I have attacked at least. But I would say a couple that I passed up would have been more difficult. So yeah. But for this attack, this is kind of what I was looking for today. Kind of these backloaded so our troops have a chance to set. And he got all the mines on that beach, and I kind of just want to take him out just to make sure our heavies don't get like knocked down, or if the heavies missed a Hooka. But looks like we still left 3 mines up. I mean, I was planning on leaving that shock mine, but I think we should be good. I mean, if our Zookas run over, it won't one-shot them at least. Almost one-shot, but there we go. We're going to throw a crystal... We're not going to throw a crystal shield protector. We're going to pop an ice shield and make sure our troops are safe and sound as they start setting up for this base. 3 artillery, 2 artillery. Almost took out both of the shock launchers. We'll throw box critters. That should finish it off. There we go. Easy. That was like 1 health shock launcher, so kind of disappointing, but it's okay. Sometimes it happens, you know. Just a little too little on the damage end. But it looks like we got a good grip on this base. Troops spread out. I'm not worried at all. About to take out the last, like, distance splash damage. Oh, I mean, I guess mortars, but I'm just worried about rocket launchers, shock launchers, and the prototypes for this. I almost said proto troops. This guy's worrying about the proto troops because I got the critter cannon just working in the back, you know, keeping our heavies alive, making them distracted, but we'll finish it off here. We'll throw a flare, get as many into the end screen as possible. Looks like I was a little late, and we took out Ramen. So there we go. He got a lot of gunboat energy statues. That was quite a bit. That was a few. He probably has more gunboat energy than me, obviously. But here we go. Let's go into the ice sector. Let's see what's going on. Looks like we got a microwaver to deal with, but it's kind of in the front, so I think I can avoid it. But one thing I want to take out is we're gonna throw 2 boxer critters. Make sure some of those mines are taken out, because I feel like if all of them were there, it wouldn't be a good ending. And then as we do kind of set up, take out those 2 buildings, what I'm going to do is throw a shock kind of into the microwaver, just to make sure our heavies don't walk underneath and get like ticked down slowly but quickly at the same time. It is only a Mark 1 shield or microwaver, so it's not too much to worry about, but still at the same time, if it gets a good grip onto your troops, if its shock launcher, if his shock launcher does his job, it sometimes it just doesn't turn out well. And I would say so far it turned out well, this attack, and sooner or later, a couple more seconds, and then I think we will set up for the final part of this attack, as our last 7 heavies are starting to diminish. We just got to make sure our Zookas are alive. And one thing I do want to shock is that rocket launcher behind the HQ, and then we're going to throw, I guess we popped a ice shield and then throw a crystal shield protector just to make sure the mortar shots are onto the heavies and critters, and boom, there we go. Took out Max, and so far undefeated. A lot better than yesterday's critter cannon strategy, I gotta say. I was like wishing the critter cannons were rainmakers yesterday, because those, I mean, a little bit different, a lot more damage up front, but you know. Alright, let's hop into another 1 or 2 more attacks or so, and then we should be good for this video. But this guy got a decent amount of loot. Ooh, he's online. What? He's scared. He knows I was gonna attack him. He had to hop on, make sure it wasn't gonna happen. And this base, ooh, he's online too. I don't mind passing up that base. It just seemed there was something wrong with it, in my opinion. But what about this one? He's got 2 shield generators. I think I'll have enough energy to take them out, and I'm fine with only taking 1 out, because I think our Zookas will do a good job. You know, kind of coat the landing again, make sure those critters, and the boom cannon, is it going to target one of our big troops? No, it was like looking to target either Dr. Kavan or a critter cannon or something. It had me scared for a couple seconds, and now this landing is a little bit rough, not gonna lie. It doesn't look like we have that much fire potential, but I think it's gonna start stacking up here. So we're gonna throw barrage artillery onto that shock launcher. We're gonna pop an ice shield, and now we're gonna start dedicating some energy to take out these shield generators. So we'll throw a ton of artillery. Looks like we took it out. Now we're gonna throw a barrage artillery. Is my artillery damage still boosted? I think so. Is that still a tribe boost? And then boom, took out that second one. It looks like we're about to take out the base. I'll throw a crystal shield protector, and boom, there goes the double shield generator, which got targeted by my artillery. Which, that's a good counter. I mean, I'm gonna say, my artillery damage is still boosted in the tribe, so that's kind of a counter to, yep, still 50% more artillery damage. Let's hop into one more attack, but it's kind of a counter to shield generators, just because, you know, it's not that hard to take out a Mark III shield generator with a few artillery. But this one, we'll make this one our last attack. I think we should be good, but one thing, I kind of want to go at a diagonal here, drop down on this side and make it all the way over there. It's going to be like running a marathon for my Zookas, because they are slow and so are the Rainmakers, but I think we'll be fine. It looks like that Rainmaker ooh, we're going to pop an Ice Shield. We're going to pop an Ice Shield. That rocket launcher started to tag onto my Zookas. I did not like it. We'll throw 3 barrages down. Start taking out, you know, some surrounding mine areas and some buildings with the artillery. So boom, boom, and boom. Took out 3 decent threats to this strategy, if there are any on this base at least. I don't know. Are there any threats? But we're going to take out another shock launcher. Barrage artillery will not do it, so we'll throw a box of critters. It has a little bit of health left, so I'm a little nervous to see if they're able to do it. Looks like they were, so good job to them. And now our troops are starting to spread out a little bit. I don't know if going diagonal was the right move, but we still have a lot of our heavies left. But also, I don't know, it seems like this base is starting to get traction as soon as our troops do spread out. But we're getting gunboat energy, so I'm going to be able to throw more shock bombs. I'm going to be able to throw more distractors, and we're going to pop an Ice Shield just because, oh, that was kind of useless, but it's okay. We are going to be able to take out this base. We just kind of, it seemed like this base was putting up a fight for a second, and then, you know, our troops started to snap into it, and they had a good streak. And now we took out the final rocket launcher. I mean, we have a boom surprise to worry about. I mean, shock that. It's going to be dead here in a couple seconds. I mean, we got a mortar alive. And the HQ's like already taken out. So as soon as we take out that boom surprise, we're going to do a flare. We're going to put a crystal shield protector onto those heavies in the front. And that'll wrap up today as the final hits. Boom. Didn't lose an attack today. A lot better than just all critter cannons in the landing crafts. But we're gonna go, let's actually convert. I mean, we didn't convert anything, but we converted a little bit of gold, but that's okay. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today. If you did enjoy this Boom Beach video, I'd appreciate it if you guys did drop a like. Shout out to our Discord down in the description. If you do have it, make sure you guys come join, send us a message, you know, join our server. That would be pretty cool if you guys did. But yeah, we'll see you in tomorrow's Boom Beach video. Bye-bye.